Today on MH News, we're marketing music part 9.
Intro's up. Ready, camera 1 in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to MH News VLAMP, video, lighting, audio, music, and photography, everyone. I'm your host, Matt Haslam. This is part 9 in our 11-part series on marketing music. If you have not seen the previous episodes in this series yet, please go back and watch those first before continuing, as we're going to build on information as we continue. Step 9. Be original. Don't copy and paste. Remember from moments ago when I asked you to think about the last concert you went to. I mean a big A-list artist concert. I did that for 2 reasons, only one of which we went over in great detail already. The second reason is because I want you to think about the artist's song choices. Did the artist only play cover songs, or did they perform their own original songs, with only 1 or 2 cover songs somewhere near the middle of the show? Yet again, why more artists don't model after these artists who spend millions finding out what audiences want to hear and months perfecting their show before going on tour, I have no idea. But we seem to not listen to what they are screaming to us. I would normally ask you to think back to the last community event you were at, or event with a small town band, and tell me if you heard an 80s rock song. But truthfully, my question would be much better phrased by asking, how many 80s songs didn't you hear that night? There are some who argue that you need some experience performing before performing your own original music. Then there are some who argue that people won't become fans if they can't go to a show and hear the songs they love or they can sing along to. While only a very small amount of this has any merit, isn't it your job to set yourself apart from every other single performer out there? Put very simply, if you perform the songs everyone else is performing, you're putting your audience in a position to rank their favorite artist, and sorry, but most times you're going to lose. Either that, or they will be comparing it to the A-list artist who did it originally, and again, you're going to lose that battle. As a singer who performs 99% original music during their show, with only 2 cover songs in the middle of the show, let me assure you that if you're afraid of your audience not being able to sing along, they might not get every word right, but they will still sing along regardless. If you're a good performer with a good stage presence, you can give the newer fans in the audience some things to do who haven't memorized your album or your songs from your music videos, which we'll cover later. During the show, you could ask the audience to start waving their hands back and forth in the air, or pound their fist to a drum beat. That way everyone has something to do, and those who know the lyrics can sing along too. While we're on the subject, if you want to give your audiences something to do, never ever ask them to clap along to the song. If you must ask them to, have them clap high in the air. Nothing is more depressing, and for lack of a better term, a party killer, like having an audience slowly fade off from clapping along. Have them hold up their cell phones and wave their hands back and forth, or something easier. But if you ask them to clap along and they slowly stop clapping, it is very noticeable, whereas it is much easier for them to just wave their hands in the air. Performing mostly original music is going to help in the long run. Not only will you be able to get away from paying rights to places like ASCAP and BMI for using a cover song, but you will also show your audiences your full potential as an artist. Now, many artists don't pay these rights to ASCAP or BMI groups, and wonder why they get sued and most times end up losing all their gear and, if not their homes. So if you want to avoid a legal battle you simply won't win, don't play cover music and risk it. Or if you play it, pay the rights. As we mentioned a moment ago, if you perform a song that everyone around you is performing, such as an 80s rock song like Wanted Dead or Alive or Pour Some Sugar on Me, you are forcing your audience to pick their favorite. But suddenly, if one artist starts performing original music, they already stand out from the rest, and you have people who want to come to your shows just to hear something unique. Try writing a couple songs about local happenings, or maybe a song highlighting the best or the most funny parts of the area. A little while ago, a local band near me rewrote the lyrics to Sweet Home Alabama and highlighted all the famous things in the area, calling their new song Sweet Home Schuylkill County, which has since been one of the most popular songs in the area. So maybe if you don't know how to write a full song by yourself, maybe try doing a parody like Weird Al. Sure, people from out of the area won't understand it or appreciate it because it's a local song, but the audience around here loves this song for that same reason. People love to hear a song that relates to their lives, and what better way to do that than a song about their local area? Back when I used to travel for shows, I challenged myself before a tour would begin to find out about the local areas I was going to and write a local song for each and every venue. That way I can have a local song for each show. And though it's difficult, you can do a similar thing. One day when you're ready for this step, having original and especially locally topical songs will help you appeal to your local radio stations for airtime. If you only perform cover music, they won't ever give you airtime because they would much rather play the song by the original artist. Think about the bands or performers who have gotten record deals recently. Were any of them a cover band? No. While some bands can go on to do great things as a cover band in places like Las Vegas, most performers aren't in that boat, as you have to remember, cover bands of that success level are the best of the best of the best. Not to mention the fact that there's little need for a cover band, and being a cover band is expensive because you are paying the rights for imitating a certain artist and using their fame to create your own. When you perform original music, you're appealing to record companies who want original artists nowadays. In today's industry, record companies have a choice between artists who are going to need songwriters to write all their music for them and artists who wrote all their own material. Now, which do you think is more cost-effective for them, and therefore the one they choose? Not only will writing and performing original music help you get a bigger following faster, make it easier for you to get airtime in local radio or television, and make you more appealing to record companies, you now have something else to offer. So if you aren't the one in a million to get a record deal, you can make a happy living being a songwriter for bands who did. While some people may want to hear their favorite 80s rock song, and they may want to sing along at the top of their lungs in the bar, remember that you're not after bar shows with an audience who wants you to just fit into a mold of what they think a performer should be, because that mold doesn't allow you to make any money. Making your own mold, however, allows you to be whatever you want as a performer, allows you to make your music a career, and allows you to sculpt your show however you like.